Hey guys, welcome to another update. I'm trying to step up my video productions this year, but have fallen flat on my butt with most of them. It's really harder than it looks. There are a number of key components that need to come together in order for a project to be publishable. Get any one wrong, or have any parts missing, and the entire project can be doomed. You're aware I've been working on a penthouse project. It's been about a half a year in the making, and most of it is waiting for better weather. I'm currently waiting on trying to get some boat shots. In my mind's eye, I think if I were to ask a few random people if they wanted to be part of a video project, I should only need about 15 minutes of their time, I should be able to get a yes. However, I've only had the opportunity to ask a couple of people with no success so far. The lesson I'm learning on this project is I need to set a deadline for completion and do my best to tell that story within that deadline, even if it means that I have to limit some ideas. I do have tons of ideas floating around in my head that I'd like to get out, but it's useless if nothing comes out. Remember that documentary I was working on? From the sounds of it, it might not end up being a finished project. Based from what I know of the project, there was not enough planning and it got stuck somewhere in the edit. Now I'm not editing it, and from what I understand of where I think it's going, I don't think we have enough content to finish it for the amount of runtime that was required. But I don't know what the problem really is. I was also working on a work-related project. I was coordinating with a team out in Vancouver. Now I got all the shots that I needed to get done, and they look great. I even got them done up at the penthouse as well. Half the shots in Vancouver were done, and from what I've seen on some of the images, they actually look pretty good too. However, we did have to cancel the entire project because something did change. Another project I'm working on, and I'm not going to try to pronounce his name, is it's a monument unveiling down by the tourist center. I got it all drafted up on a timeline, and I need two things. I need someone to double check my translation, and I'd also like to get a short audio describing the story and meaning of the statue. There was a moment when they asked no cameras, and I lost my audio that I needed. I tried to reach the two people I needed to be involved, but gotten no response so far. Assuming I don't hear from them, I might be able to salvage the project, but at a lesser overall production value that I know that I'm good for. I was successful at finishing Klugh's Beer Fest. This ended up being an awesome video. Compared to my recent mishaps, all the components in this video came together rather smoothly. So you can find that one out at Klugh Good Stuff on Facebook. Another successful project in my books is from Canada Day, which you can also see at Klugh Good Stuff on Facebook. Although I could refine it some more, my editing hard drives is used up, so I could not transcode my stock footage into an edit-ready format for smoother editing. This is actually one of my problems. There's only so many projects I have room for at a time. I also have Klugh's block party that I'm currently in the midst of putting together. I'm just waiting for a response from a couple of the bands that we're playing. If I can get a clean sound, it should mimic what I did with Klugh's Beer Fest. But we'll see if I get that. So the moral of the story, the more people that needs to be involved, the greater the chances something won't go as planned. But the better the production value will be when it's finished. We do live in the West, and nobody does anything for free. So I get why some people are not quite as motivated to help me out as I'd like. I also don't have any street cred in this industry. I am the new kid on the block, and still trying to make a name for myself. So it is a bit of a struggle. It will always be a struggle. Productions are nothing more than a slew of problem solving. I enjoy that part when I can solve the problems. But relying on someone else to solve a problem that is out of my control, that I can't even compensate them for in some way, that could potentially cripple the success of a project, is quite demotivating. And I will have to factor this into my future productions. In any case, I'm going to cut this right here. I have a lot I could say about other things that I will leave for another video. If you're watching this thus far, thank you for watching my story. The journey is filled with its ups and downs. Success is not a moment in an instant, but the journey it took to get there. These challenges I have today is my success I will look back on tomorrow. Other than that, we'll see you next time.